Hi, this is Halen, and I'm here with Volgarr The Viking. This is part 4 of the site's playthrough, and for this recording, it's just me playing. We don't have Ian, or Jared, or Parker, or anyone here. It's just me, because it's Sunday, and I thought, while I'm waiting for all the shows to start, like Game of Thrones, Batman, all that stuff, might as well record a bit more, maybe get a little bit farther, and just practice some solo recording. Just something I need to do because it's still not something I'm completely comfortable with. And so I thought, why not try? I have extra time now. And this is about the 4th recording I've done, to be honest, because every recording I've done so far, there's been constant interruptions, and how the recording software I'm using OBS, and with OBS, or just with anything, it's a lot easier if I just record it in one go, because if it takes more than one take, I'll have to edit it together, and after I've edited it together, I'll have to re-render it, and that will take a long time, and otherwise, I would like to get it just done in one go, because one go will take about 30 minutes to upload to YouTube after it's recorded, and I prefer that over hours of waiting for rendering to happen. And so that's why I've had to restart this recording multiple times. And with the third part, with OBS, I accidentally muted the microphones before we started recording, so that's why part 3 has no commentary, and that's why the Battle Block Leader video has no commentary. Which, it's a very dumb mistake on my end, but I've learned I learned not to make hotkeys that are incredibly close to where your hand is and to the start recording button. So I most likely hit both. I must have muted the microphones while looking for the record button. So who knows? But yeah, I'll try to have our videos have commentary in it in the future. Not make that same mistake. I'll probably make that mistake though. That's weird for this commentary because on each video I got about 10 minutes before I had to re-record, and I honestly can't remember what I had said in this one or haven't said, and so if I have repeated myself, I apologize. I just need to remember to close the door before I record, so there aren't as many interruptions, and it's mainly just stuff like where the cat is, or letting the cat in. It's mainly cat-based interruptions, which happens when you have 3 cats. That happens when you don't think through your actions. Alright. Again. But now that I've been using OBS, there's been so many... it's been such a relief. Even though I'm still really anxious doing all recordings, doing podcasts and things like that. Because first of all, recording your own voice and what you've been saying, it's terrifying. That, first of all, makes me anxious. Let alone having to... I'm the one who does all the tech stuff for the recordings, and so if things go wrong, I always keep an eye on the recording just to make sure the levels are right, just to make sure frames aren't being dropped, things like that. And so I always have to do mic tests, like all the guys and everyone that's on the podcast on the site knows how annoying it is to sit around waiting while I spend 30-40 minutes doing mic tests and video checks, and I'll start the game, record about a minute of footage to make sure, then just keep doing that again, making sure the levels are perfect, just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to things like that, and since so many people do Let's Plays and game recording like this, I have to add an extra level of quality to make you want to watch it, because otherwise what's gonna stop you from going to watch someone else? Like, what would make you want to watch this? Because I'm sure there are funnier people out there. I'm sure there are people that are better at games out there. Like, I need to provide like something that not all of them provide, and that's quality, because That's my frustration, why I don't watch a lot of Let's Players and things like that. That's why I mainly just watch people like Giant Bomb and stuff, because the thousands of dollars and the everything that goes behind the recording and the quality they have. I think that's really important, because I remember before capture cards were a major thing, and most videos would be 12-year-old kids with video cameras hooked up to their, with AV cables up to and recording like Halo 3 footage or something like that. Which, I mean, I know it, stuff was long before then, but that's what I remember the most, and I remember even trying that myself. But I just wasn't happy with the quality, and it's kind of taken me many years to get to that point where I feel like I can provide an adequate quality to the stuff, and so that's why I'm doing it now, because, well, and I had a job too, so that means I had money to fund this endeavor. But now I feel like I have the expertise and the knowledge to be able to give a quality that I'm happy with, uploading, because I would feel ashamed if I was giving something like, if it was just a video camera, like an iPhone looking up at a screen, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with releasing that to the world and putting my name on it. Because now we're at a point where it's hard to get rid of that past stuff. And I'd like to start, if I start with this high quality, with time it'll only be able to get higher, and with more funding and fans and things like that, I can much higher quality, and hopefully it won't be such a pain like it is now, because that's the one bad thing about being a small startup and not having tons of money, is how much extra work I have to do to get to a high quality or quality I'm happy with. Like having, like, I have to do audio levels beforehand, then I have to do game levels beforehand, and then I have to do audio and game levels again, and make sure just everything's right. So, but there's settings that are never the same, because there's always more people around or less people around, and different mic setups and things like that, so it's not just something I can use a preset for. I think I'll probably play Crash Bandicoot later tonight too. I'm doing a little bit of that. Still weird with doing solo recording, but I don't know, this third take has been the best one or fourth take has been the best one so far. I'm trying to think of other things to add to the site too. I'm thinking of doing the solo videos of like basically opinion pieces, which sounds really lame and something I really hate about YouTube and YouTube culture, but I think I can do one that I'm proud of that's not the standard angry guy looking at camera yelling, using constant profanities as a crutch, and just repeating and mimicking just what like Reddit or 4chan says. And I'd like to do it about movies as well, because that's something I haven't had a focus on the site at all, and yet that's something that I care just as much about as video games. I mean, I'm going to college right now to be a filmmaker. It's something that's a major part of my life, and I watch films a lot, and I feel like that's something I should be focusing on the site. But the problem is, since everything else is mainly independent, I don't watch incredibly independent films like that much. I mean, I watch buzzed about ones, but whoa, 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 whoa. This is not a good sign. Oh, that worked. Being a cheap human being helped. Oh, that was helpful. no. No, that was going so well for me. But hey, I've learned. I've learned that that's something I talked about on one of the failed recordings, was whether I'm actually learning from my mistakes in a game like this, or if it just turned into muscle memory. And I'm starting to think it's muscle memory. Let's say something like Dark Souls. I don't feel like I learned enough from each situation that I could use it in later situations. But instead, just learning what to do in that exact moment, like the ways to move. If that makes any sense at all, that's more muscle memory than anything else, than actual learning the enemy's behaviors and learning other things like that. I think I have almost the most amount of trouble with that part. This game, I'm really enjoying it. I know what it is, because I've been kind of getting a little bit bored of those extremely difficult, punishing games. But, I mean, Dark Souls I really didn't even play that much of. I played a few hours and then felt like I got what I wanted out of it and stopped playing. But with this one, I really want to see it to the end, and I already saw there's like a true ending and something like that. So there's multiple endings, which sound like this might be quite a few playthroughs. Well, I'm still alive, but that was not good. Well, luckily if I survive this, I'll get helmet, or shield actually. That was a somewhat close one, but made it out alive. Gotta remember that guy. I can remember the other one. I'm gonna play at least 30 minutes for this one, whether I make it to the next level or not. But, I don't know, I feel like 30-minute videos, they're good. Time them out. It's not too much. It's not like a 2-hour video that you have to watch through. 30-minute increments are a lot easier. Maybe we'll move up to 1 for certain ones, just depending on everything going on behind the scenes. We'll see. Because with the old software, anytime I made anything past about 30 minutes, I had constant errors. But maybe with this new software, I can actually try it out. here we go to the part that I always do horrible at. Well, that was easier if I just go straight to the light. Ignore the disappointment of doing that instead. I always get distracted since there's technically 2 screens playing on, since I have it hooked up to my TV for me to watch, and then I have the recording screen on my computer, and so I just extend my desktop on my PC, so the TV is technically the main screen, and that's what I'm technically playing the game on, and then the recording is going on my monitor. But the monitor is a few seconds off, and so it makes it a bit difficult because it's easier for me to watch the monitor from my angle since it's right in front of me. I'm in my computer chair, and the microphone's in the way of the TV because that's would be best to pick up my voice. So I keep looking back at the TV once in a while, and every time I do, it's just a bit sketchy. It's not a good idea. Oof, made it. Here we go. Jump way too early for that one. Well, at least I'll get a shield here. And let's mine get closer. That's probably useless. Oh no. Bad idea, but still alive. So it's not a horrible idea, just a bad idea. And dead again. And then later today, like actually after I start recording, we gotta order Wii component cables off Amazon. So then we can start recording Wii and GameCube games again, because we had a lot of GameCube games and wanted to play through Killer 7. And quite a few others actually. And like we can play Kirby's Air Ride, more Double Dash, things like that. And so it'd be nice to be able to record that. I just love how this game looks. Even I know a lot of people complain about the faux retro and like using pixels and pixel art and things like that. And since back in the day it was used because of hardware restrictions, not because of artistic intention. It's just more forced because of the hardware that was given. But I don't know, I like how games like Hotline Miami look. I like how Proteus looks. I like how this game looks. Like I know they're callbacks to those eras, but I don't think there's anything truly wrong with it. There's worse things in the gaming industry to call out than the way a game looks in this aspect. Use the D-pad, it works out a bit better. A little bit better. Oh, still got the shield. That was not good. I was done one-handed, by the way, because I was drinking my drink. Pretty impressive one-handed skill. There's a blue iron. Oh no. This is. As I said before, I need to remember that guy. I also hooked up my 360 up, which I have not played in years, honestly, and I had quite a few updates to get. I mean, there are a few reasons I hooked it up. One was because we might play Rock Band soon for the site, and I have hundreds of dollars worth of DLC for it, because in middle school and high school I got really into Rock Band, and it's actually the reason I got Twitter, was so I could see the DLC that would be released, because they would announce the post on Friday afternoons, and I wouldn't be able to see it at school most of the time, so I'd get Twitter. I got Twitter, and I'd make it send me a text every time there's a Rock Band DLC account, and every time they made it and post, I'd get it texted to me, and that's how into Rock Band DLC I was. That I didn't want to be an hour late. I wanted to know the second it was put up, and I remember I posted on the Rock Band forums, and it was just. I just really like that game because I've just always been really into music, and it was a game that had some of those kind of out there songs. I mean, not truly out there, but I mean, it has like Mission of Burma stuff on there, which is cool. But there are no other games that have Mission of Burma songs in it, and I just liked because my friends like to play it, and it was like having 5 different games in all, technically, because all the different instruments you could play, because Guitar Hero kind of got to a point where it's like, oh, we're just going to put the most difficult songs we can find on here, which, I mean, that's what the fan base wanted, so you can't really argue. But I liked Rock Band because if I ever got sick of playing guitar, I could just go pick up drums, or I'd start singing, or do something like that, and there's always something for me there, which is why I really like that game. And I never got the keyboard attachment, or the keyboard for the game, but I always wanted to, just because it add another level to the game. And I really hope well, it's not really rumors, but that John Drake from Harmonix, and actually it wasn't John Drake, but it was, I forgot the main guy, I think it's Alex from Harmonix, said there'll most likely be a Rock Band game in this generation, which, I mean, not complete confirmation, but I will buy it for sure. Hopefully I won't have to buy new instruments, though. That would be the worst. I already have way too many plastic instruments in my house. I mean, they're all in my garage now because I kept them in my room for years, and they just, the drums and guitars just took way too much space. I hope that I'm, like, forced Connect integration, like having to do air guitars or something, because, I mean, it's already pretty far from playing an actual guitar. I don't want to be another step, but I also don't want it to be full rocksmith, because it kind of takes the game part out of it, so why not just play guitar? Why not just look up tabs on the computer and play guitar instead of spending $80 to get a overpriced chord, and so I can play like a few songs that I like. Even though I did want to play Rocksmith because they had the Titus Andronicus song on it, which I thought was really cool. I like how it makes you feel like that's a giant boss, but it really isn't difficult. need to not do the double jump, just stick to single jumps here. I wonder if I'll be able to beat this game before E3. I don't know, I'll probably play it daily, since I really don't have much going on. So, hopefully by the end of the week, be a good goal and we can move on to another game. And if you're watching this, and you're not someone that someone that works on the site with me, and not someone in that friend group, let me know, because I know I see that there's some views, but you never know if that's just spam bots or just you refreshing it, and I just want to know if anyone's actually watching these and know just why or what I should do better. If there's something bad about this, or like if you hate the solo ones, that's just me. Let me know if you like them, or if you want to argue with me about Rock Band and Rocksmith, just comment. It'll let me know, and it'll make it easier for me to do these things. Because right now, when there's little fan interaction, it feels like I'm making videos for myself, which is not entirely what it is. And Mario Kart comes out in a little bit. That comes out next Friday. And I'll be buying that Thursday, and we'll record stuff for the site if Nintendo allows it. And Transistor comes out on Tuesday, which I already have it pre-ordered, but I don't know, I'll probably do a run-through for the site. I just want to make sure it doesn't affect my playthrough of the game. This is something I don't want to ignore what's happening in the game to make a better video. It's something I want to absorb the story as well. Things are going relatively well. Now I just need to beat the fake, well, not a fake boss, but mini boss technically. Okay, now I'm gonna remember stupid red guy. Wow, this is the farthest I've gotten, I think. Nope. Oh, so close. So close. Okay, last round. It's 29 minutes, made a little bit of progress. Feel a bit more comfortable about that solo recording. Yeah, I'm trying to learn. Well, I think, or if it's that whole muscle memory thing again. trying not to jinx myself by saying anything. I'm sure that's really not effective while I'm doing terribly. I'm sure it's just I'm not good at this game. Oh no, I should hide back and be a coward. Does that work? Oh no, he should... Oh, there we go. I did not want him there. Oh, wow. Well, I know it's ahead. That's fun. I'll probably play some more either tonight or I'll play some Crash. I'll record something tonight. So let me know if you're watching this. Have a great day, everyone.